Hello. Hello, it's just me messing with my camera. Hi, everybody. I'm Linnea March. I'm with Zoetic Workshops. I'm a course leader. For those of you who don't know me, and for those of you who do know me, hello again. Um, Welcome. It is Tuesday, June 6th, right? 2023. It is already June, you guys. Summertime is here. It's really great. So, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you, whether you're here live or if you're watching the recording of this. Really, thank you so much. So, it is time for Zoetics chat, little chat and meditation. And let's see, what are we going to talk about today? I wonder. We're doing a lot of work in our leadership team for Zoetic. And then we have our 5th level course, which we're in the midst of the pilot. This year is the pilot of it. And we're doing quite a bit of work on wonder. I wonder. Kind of cool. Anyway, one of the things that is wondrous and that is linked to wonder that I want to talk about today is beauty. And beauty has lots of, different definitions, and people have different ideas of what's beautiful. One of the things that we've talked about in our courses or among each other or whatever is that beauty for some people is not for somebody else. I used to sell artwork. I used to sell oil paintings, and I would do them in a home setting. So it was like it was flat canvases and stuff. And one of the things I would say at the very start, before I would start showing the paintings, was that beauty is like good art is what you love, and bad art is the art you really don't like it at all. And you're not allowed to ick. Good art is like wow, when somebody sees a piece of artwork and goes wow, or they go ew, they don't like it. But while we're doing this show, I would tell people don't ick somebody's wow, because they're not going to wow it after you ick it. Right? Have you ever done that where you're trying on dresses or you're looking at something that you want to buy and somebody's with you and they're like, they're, oh, why would you do that? And you change your mind. So it's very personal. It can be very, very personal. And yet there's a universality about it because there is so much beauty that we already have in nature and all over the place. So I'm going to read something to you that really brings home something about beauty, especially the beauty of music, let's say. Let me just get this. Feel free to make, oh, look. Hi, Sherry, Bill, Chuck. Yay, thanks, welcome. If you are on and you want to, send a little comment, that would be great. You don't have to, but I just love to see who's listening. That's great. All right, so it was a brisk morning in January 2009 at a metro station in Washington, D.C. A man with a violin played 6 Bach pieces for approximately 45 minutes. About 2,000 people walked past him during that time, most of them on their way to work. 10 minutes after he started playing, a 3-year-old boy stopped to listen, but his mother pulled him away. The kid kept stopping and looking back, but the mother was persistent. Throughout the 45 minutes, several children had similarly tried to stop, but every single parent dragged their child away in a hurry. By the time the man had finished playing, only 6 people, 6, had actually stopped to listen, and only 20 people had donated money, a total of $32. The violinist, are you ready for this? Was Joshua Bell, a world-renowned musician. He was playing music with a violin worth $3.5 million. 2 days earlier, he had a sold-out concert in Boston where the seats cost an average of $100, and he played the same music. So this was a social experiment. It was organized by the Washington Post. Amazing, right? So despite being in the presence of what most people would consider incredibly beautiful music, only a tiny fraction of people even paid the slightest bit of attention to this man, this stranger, playing the violin right outside a metro station. So this is an extreme example, but I think most people, actually would agree that they don't appreciate beauty as much as is possible. Appreciating beauty has many, many benefits. So it's something that feeds our souls and feeds our hearts. So here are some of the good things that happen. And these are actually from studies, people that study. And it's amazing how people study all kinds of things. So they study beauty and people appreciating beauty. Appreciate beauty and experience more pleasure and happiness. I've experienced that. Have you experienced that? I have. Um, so creating isn't the only way to take advantage of mood boosting effects of beauty. So in fact, staring at great artwork has been shown to release dopamine. And it's something that makes you actually feel better, feel good. Listening to a great piece of music. What music just like takes you away? As soon as you hear it, you're like, it doesn't even matter the genre. It could be classical, it could be rock and roll. If I hear Paul McCartney sing Yesterday, I'm like, I'm gone. I am so taken away. Take me away. Or Hey Jude. And the same could be said for Tchaikovsky. If I hear a Tchaikovsky symphony, it's hard for me to concentrate on anything else because I want to just fall into that. So what is that for you? Artwork, great artwork. Maybe it's even colors, right? So appreciate beauty and become a more hopeful person. That's interesting. In the study, the intervention involved writing a weekly journal about beauty and having a discussion once per week about beauty. I know a lot of us are keeping gratitude journals or journaling different things. That would be an interesting thing to start journaling. In other words, spend some time consciously improving your ability to appreciate beauty will help you have a more positive outlook in life and a positive outlook on the future. So walking out your front door in the morning, how often do you stop and look around? Do you have a garden out there? Do you walk out into the street? Even on the street of a city, how much beauty is out there? What is it that catches your eye or catches your ear when you walk out? So another benefit, beautiful things can be perceived as more usable. So performance, what does this say here? Performance and search tasks on a website was substantially better when the site was aesthetically pleasing. Even when the site was designed with poor usability, it didn't matter. If it was beautiful, we found it very usable. We want to go back there. So appreciate beauty for personal growth and self-actualization. So learning to appreciate beauty will help you grow as a person. Let's see. Are you familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs? This is something new for me too. It is a representation of human needs in the order they must be fulfilled, starting with psychological needs or physiological needs such as food or sleep, and ending with self-actualization. So Maslow, this person that wrote this, believed that beauty is a value that guides one's growth towards self-actualization, and that peak experiences in self-actualized individuals often include perceiving the world as beautiful. That's kind of cool. So what is beauty? Wow, how many definitions could we have of that? There are many different conceptions of beauty: physical beauty, the way somebody looks, the way somebody speaks. Maybe, I always go to flowers. I love flowers. Flowers are so beautiful and they bring beauty into our homes and into our environment. Trees, beautiful. Animals, so many animals. So it's a common expression that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. but the most important issue in defining beauty is whether it is a subjective quality or an objective quality. I promise you, things that I find beautiful, my husband may not. But my husband finds things that are beautiful that I don't get. Being an engineer, Chuck, I'm going to talk about my husband. Being an engineer, there are things he finds beauty in a car engine, in a building drawing, in a any kind of industrial facility. He can find some beauty there because the way he can see is very different from what I can see. And it's not so much about knowing things. I find city skylines beautiful. Um, Originally from Chicago. So that skyline in Chicago is stunning. I still say it's absolutely gorgeous. So if beauty were completely objective, it would imply that a world without perceivers, you and me, could be beautiful, or that beauty could be detected by scientific instruments. Okay. While you might argue that this could be possible, beauty still seems connected to our subjective response. Absolutely. It's probably both in some ways objective and subjective, but it's mostly very much subjective. It's very personal. Don't ick somebody's wow. They won't wow it after you ick it. It's still my favorite line from that presentation. Um, Beauty and usefulness or uselessness. Philosophers argue about whether beauty comes from something's usefulness or its lack of usefulness. On one side, there are philosophers who believe that beauty is directly related to an object's usefulness. That's kind of interesting. So really, it could be, I would think that something that you have in your kitchen that you use all the time, some kind of an implement or something, is beautiful and it's so useful. They definitely could go hand in hand. So beauty as an invitation to further experiences. This is something else. This is an idea advanced by Alexander Nehamas, author of Only a Promise of Happiness. In this view, beauty is a way that things invite us in while also possibly fending us off. A beautiful object is inviting us to explore and interpret it, but this exploration or interpretation is also a requirement. Beauty is not something you immediately notice about an object, so you must delve deeper into it. There's beauty in discovering how something works. So let's take the car engine. I mean, what do I know from car engines? I can put the windshield washer in there. I can charge my battery. But there's a beauty in when you finally discover how something works, how this component and this component alone are like useless. And then when you put them together, all of a sudden you have this beautiful working instrument, an engine, or whatever. There's beauty in that. So let's see what Bill says here. For me, beauty is what's there when I perceive something perfect exactly the way it is. And that means in all its greatness, its ordinariness, and even its brokenness. It just occurs as exactly the way it should be in the moment. Nice. And he says, I recognize it by the feelings, emotions it inspires in me. Absolutely. Perfect. That's really well said. So, given that it is so personal, you can be so inspired by beauty. As a child, listening to Rachmaninoff, my dad had all these classical records, and he had Rachmaninoff and, Van Cliburn and all these incredible pianists that would play, and he would put this music on since I was before I could walk, probably. And I'm so inspired by this music that I wanted to play the piano. And I knew I wanted to play the piano, and I asked for that over and over again, driving my parents crazy until they got me piano lessons when I was 5 years old. And from then on, I studied it, and I did love it. I loved it and still love it. So you can be influenced by your environment as well. And so how is it that you surround yourself with beauty, something, that would inspire you? Color. like I was saying, color earlier, the color of these walls. Actually, my son Nathan picked this color. This used to be his room, and this color inspires me. I love sitting in this room, and it feels good. And colors do feel good. We actually do some work in our workshops, on and off around color and how color actually makes you feel. Some colors you love, like you love to wear, red, or you love to wear blues, beautiful blue or purples. And then if you put on something orange, you're like, oh, I can't wear that. And some people, like my husband, he loves orange and he looks really good in orange. So there's so much that, to discover around beauty and how it inspires you or it doesn't. Let's see. Techniques to help you appreciate beauty. How about that? Sounds good. So you must take time and stop and be curious. Stop and smell the roses. Have you ever heard that? I know, it's a good one. Consider children in the story of Joshua Bell. They didn't feel the pressure to get somewhere that their parents did. They were comfortable just stopping and listening to music that was new and it was interesting to them. A good way of applying this to your life is with the noticing game. Okay, the noticing game. First, stop whatever else you're doing. Next, try to notice everything around you in as much detail as possible. Look at the entire scene and see every object. You can also pick a particular object in the scene and try to notice every detail about it. So, play the noticing game. Is there something you have where you're sitting or where you're listening to this where you can concentrate on a certain thing? If you're driving, please don't do that. Concentrate on the road. But maybe the room that you're in, or if there's a particular object that catches your eye, appreciate the beauty of it, and there are even things that I'm looking around here, like, I know this is really silly. So this is my tape dispenser, and it's this wild lime green, right? Chartreuse, maybe. I love this thing. I think it's beautiful. It's functional, of course, and it's really heavy, so it serves its purpose. But I love the color of it. I wouldn't necessarily say this is among the most beautiful things in the world, but it has beauty. Watch out. I don't know if my sneezes are beauty, but they serve a purpose. So anyway, start taking on the noticing game. I kind of like the idea of having it in a journal and journaling about beauty that you notice, that you hear. Use all of your senses. Beauty isn't just a visual thing. We talked about that. You can experience beauty with all 5 senses. Food. Yum. Some things you taste it and it's like, oh my God, that's beautiful. Taste and, of course, hearing, seeing, touching, like soft, anything that's soft. I was visiting my sister a couple of years ago. I visit her often, but she was actually doing my laundry for me. And she said, everything that you have is so soft. Your clothes are soft. Well, yeah, because I like wearing soft clothes. I really do. And every now and then I'll wear something that's, a little heavier or something. But for the most part, I like to wear soft clothes. Notice your emotions. Try to pay more attention to your emotions in your day-to-day life. And you may get really moved by a piece of music or moved by a child playing hopscotch. I mean, this is summer now. We have the kids next door where we live. We have this very long driveway. We're in a pipe stem. When we first moved here, they were all much younger. And Chuck would actually buy these big barrels of sidewalk chalk because they would draw these incredible drawings on the driveway all the way up and down the driveway, even to the point where they would do schematics of a house. They would draw a room and the furniture. It was the cutest thing in the world. But watching them do that or listening to them where I sit here in my office, I can hear them outside giggling and carrying on. And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And don't get me started on babies. You know, you look into a baby, you really do. For me, it is just beauty beyond description to gaze at a newborn, right? Yeah. Um, Develop a personal aesthetic. So everyone has their own preferences. Different people find different things beautiful. So you should actively try to discover your own taste. And of course, if you are raising children or if you are um, anywhere where you have an influence on young people, have them discover their own aesthetic, their own way. Create and share beauty. Beauty isn't just something to be appreciated by yourself, it is also something that you can create. So, you know, you can, so many artistic people in this world. And if you're one of those people that say, I'm not artistic, I beg to differ. Um, we were in a course a while back, me and my husband, Chuck, and we had to do collages. So we would cut out pictures and, you know, magazines and do these collages. And, you know, being an engineer, you wouldn't think that there would be like this artistic man blooming inside of these collages. But I want to tell you, his collages were beautiful. And people would look at him and go, oh my gosh, who did that? Like, wow, they were incredible. So this artistic side just like was right out there. And everybody has that. Everybody has something that they love to do. So, and you can seeing the good in other people too is a thing of beauty. So appreciation of beauty is a communal thing. You know, if you're around people that do appreciate beauty and appreciate your beauty and not just your physical beauty, but even like if you're having a bad day, sometimes I'm having a really bad day or what I would call a bad day. My hair is a mess and I don't have any makeup on. And somebody tells me I look beautiful. And my husband does this all the time. I'm like, what are you talking about? Beauty is very personal. There's something that you have that is way past the way your face looks or the way the voice sounds. It's way, way deep. And when people see that, it's beautiful. Truly beautiful. So being able to appreciate beauty is an important part of what makes us human. And cultivating this ability has all of these amazing benefits. And even more, I'm sure, that you all could identify if I could talk to you, but I can't talk to you right now. So how about if we do a meditation? What do you think? Okay. Okay. So please get yourself into a comfy position. Make sure you're fully supported. Your back, your neck, if you, unless you're okay with your head falling forward, I would definitely get yourself in a place where your neck can be supported. I'm chilly. I'm going to put this on. All right. And then take your glasses off if you wear glasses. Very good. Please don't cross anything. Don't cross your arms or your legs. Keep them open. And we'll do some breathing. Take a deep breath in through your nose, bringing in white light in down through your crown chakra, and fill your lungs all the way to the bottom of your lungs, out to the side. Just feel that whole rib cage expand out. Feel that white light swirling around in your body, and then drop your jaw and exhale right out. Exhale that white light right out around you. And once again, breathe in pure white light in down through your crown chakra. And this time, bring it all the way down into the tips of your toes, all the way through your whole body. Just gather anything in the light that's not of the light anything that you're looking to release, release it on the white light and drop your jaw and exhale. Nice. And now this time, breathe in beauty all around you, everywhere around you. Just breathe that in and let that beauty just settle into your whole system, your whole body, relaxing you even a little bit more. And then exhale out. And now just gently breathe in and out who you are is a being of pure white light, both within and without, and everything in between. Who you are is beauty. And easily breathe in and out and bring into your consciousness the number 9 and feel yourself going deeper. 9. Deeper. 9. Deeper. And deeper. 8. 8. 8. Deeper. And deeper. 7. 7. 7. Deeper. And deeper. 6. 'Deeper. 6. 'Deeper. 6. 'Deeper. And deeper. 5. 5. 5. Deeper. And deeper. 4. 4. 4. deeper and deeper. 3, deeper. 3, deeper. 3, deeper and deeper. 2, 2, 2, deeper and deeper. 1, 1, 1, deeper and deeper. Bring to your mind's eye, however you can perceive it, see or feel, imagine, a place that you love, a place where you are surrounded by beauty. This is a place you know, or it's a place you can imagine. Is it a garden, lush with flowers and trees? Is it in the mountains with incredible views and fresh, brisk air? Is it on a beach with crystal clear waters and stunning sunsets and sunrises? Is it a home, a luxurious home decorated beautifully where you are surrounded by your favorite artwork? Is it a symphony hall where your favorite musicians create sounds and melodies that are beyond beautiful? Perhaps this is a place that exists in your imagination, that exists in your mind's eye. Bring this place fully in mind, whether you see it visually or perceive its energy, or you just sense it. This is a place where you can take the time to slow down, to focus and see the beauty of all of it. You find a comfortable place to sit and enjoy the serene beauty in the space. Look around. What do you sense? What do you feel? What do you hear? Do you hear birds? The laughter of children? The sound the breeze makes as it rustles through the trees? Perhaps there is magnificent music. Are there others with you? People that you love dearly? people who love you. Who are they? You are moved by the beauty of these people. Are there pets with you? You are grateful for your pets and their love and playfulness. Remember, you get to create this space any way you want. You include in this space anyone you want. You are in awe and wonder of this space and its beauty. You are overwhelmed with emotions of love and gratitude for the beauty of all of it. Hold that wonder and awe. Let it deepen. Let it embrace you completely. You may feel warmth. You may feel moved. You may have emotions surfacing. Let them come up. You may feel elated. You may feel content and at peace. However you feel is perfect. Stay with that. Rest as you are embraced by beauty and splendor. Now, staying in the awe and wonder of the beautiful space you created, an image of someone emerges, and you start to see that it is you. You see this image of you. Perhaps you perceive your energy or a sense of yourself, like you were watching a movie. You are able now to see or perceive any way that you can. You now take the time to focus on yourself, not just the way you look, but the way you love others, the wondrous acts of kindness that you do that nobody ever witnesses, nobody ever sees it, the way you care for people and all the people you care for, your friends, your family, people at work, people you serve. These are acts of caring, love, and creativity which bring forth the beauty in the world. You are the creator of beauty. This is how much you love. This is the love that you have fully expressed in your heart. You are now in wonder and awe like you have never been before. But now you are in awe and wonder of you. The same you that has done so many wondrous, beautiful things in your life for others. Embrace the beauty that is you. Hold it in your heart of hearts. You are grateful to the universe for the gift of beauty everywhere in your life. Be still and stay with this beauty. Be in awe of this wondrous gift of beauty that has been given you. I'm going to begin counting up from 1 to 9. As I do so, allow your consciousness to rise from level to level with the numbers. When I say the number 9, gently open your eyes and become present to your surroundings. 1, 2, 3. Feel your conscious mind arising. 4, 5, 6. Begin to feel yourself in your body, where and how you are sitting or lying down, the air around you and the air within you. 7, 8, 9. Gently open your eyes and allow yourself to be present in your body and to your surroundings. Gently open your eyes. Allow yourself to be present in your body and to your surroundings. Welcome back. All right, Bill's back. Very nice. What did I miss? Anybody else in that category? I'm always in that category too. What happened? How do you feel? That's always the way to check in. How do I feel now? If you're back, you meditated. If you have gone off into dreamland and you don't hear me anymore at all, you're sleeping. He feels wonderful. After what? Chuck. You've got, I'm imagining you're saying have to get back, feel good. Okay. You switched your G and your F in your two sentences. That's funny. It happens a lot. Or it could have been just spell check the way, it takes over. So yeah, beauty. I mean, even beauty, now that we have electronics galore everywhere in our life, there's beauty in our electronics as well. So anywhere, yeah. So play the noticing game. Play the notice game, or maybe jot down in your journal if you keep a journal, your gratitude journal, or whatever you might do. Just start noticing the things that are so beautiful that you didn't really see before. Like you were almost blind to it. Like walking past Joshua Bell at the metro station on your way to work and going, Joshua Bell was there? Wait a minute. What happened? How come I didn't see him or hear him? Yeah. So those things happen. So I don't have anything else for you today except to tell you that I love you. You are beauty. You are beauty. I'm saying so. Yes, I am. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And next week, just so you know, Nan Akasha will be a guest on StreamYard here. Now, we've had her on before, so if you have seen her before, you'll know what a treat it is to have her. Her name is spelled Nan, Nan, and Akasha, Akasha. You can look her up. She's just delightful. And she has so much to share and so much to give. So we're so excited to have her with us next Tuesday. And then this weekend on Sunday, which is the 11th, Sunday, the 11th of June, we will have a booth at Illuminate Baltimore, which is at the Delta Hotel in Hunt Valley, Maryland, of course, right? Maryland. And my dear sweet spouse, Chuck, will be there with some other amazing people. So feel free to stop by and say hello, visit all the other vendors. This is a wonderful event. If you've never been to an Illuminate event, go and just see some amazing things and meet some amazing people. And we look forward to seeing you there. Okay, that's it for today. I love you. Have a great day. Mwah.